Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, the Elder Kings mod, where we are playing as King Theodore Cassander the Wise of the Colovian Estates. Now, when we last left off in our last video, we had just granted one of our grandchildren a claim on the Kingdom of Hammerfell. It is a weak claim, however, and we will not be able to press it until until our grandchild is second or third in line. Which, we're going to have to get rid of him first to make sure he doesn't have any more kids, because, you see the problem here. Yeah. In any case, if he lives long enough, I'll probably just, if he lives long enough to get a High King or Emperor title, I'll just do a Warlord claim and just put my daughter on that granddaughter on that throne. But in any case, yeah, we have a high threat level at the moment. Normally, I would say that means we're not going to go to war for a while. But you know who's not in the defensive pact is Nibenese. And I think if we're going to do it, the time is either now or probably after Theodore is dead. So, in addition to plotting to kill the High King of Hammerfell, I'm going to go to war against Nibenese. This is a big risk, but it is one I think is well worth taking. So, there being no time like the present, it's possible this might even be enough that I'd be able to create the High Kingdom of Cyrodiil. I certainly hope so. Here goes nothing. Alright, excellent. So, raising our own troops. We'll have to think about retinues later. Alright, so here are our armies at the moment. They are going to meet up in, let's say, Robeck. If this doesn't get us enough land to declare the Kingdom of Cyrodiil, it will at the very least get us very, very close. So yeah, I think this war is well worth the risk. Despite our relative lack of funds, we're still making a solid amount of money regardless. So, here we go. We are at present at war only with Nibenese. I think it might be because we're not over the 75% threshold. Yep, here are the backers of the plan. Let's call her into the war. We need all of our vassals here. We have people leaving the defensive pact. And the Main is joining the defensive pact. The Main, the ruler of the Khajiit, the traditional religious and temporal ruler who, like the Dalai Lama, there's only ever one at a time. And they are always born at the same time that another one dies. Let's get a Holy Order as well to join us. And yeah, this is going to be a swift march. Cinia apparently has decided to join as well. They haven't got shit. Ah, yeah, and it seems like they're at war with Rimmen as well. The Rim is sort of this has at least in the time of ESO has sort of like the same status as like this Trans-Niben area, this county of Leowin has in around the time of Oblivion. It's sort of like a Khajiit imperial marchland, basically, and I believe at the time of ESO it is ruled by actually Imperials. See if I can't get them to meet here, to meet this northern army. Cut them off. Attack them there. How's the plot against the king going? Plot strength is not the greatest. Probably I'm going to need to save up money and just do the job myself. Sard of our lead. So Sard, that is where Alessia's rebellion against the Alien slavers began. So this is an auspicious place for perhaps the restoration of the Alessia's holy crown, the promise that our blazon provides, the restoration of the sacred covenant in blood. I'm suffering from a river crossing penalty, but should be able to catch them sufficiently by surprise anyway. Yes, Fort Alessia, that's an important crossing of the Niben. Arius, Cinia, and Urasek, those are also contributing. I think our total vassal contribution is going to dwarf whatever the enemy can provide, but still, it's always worth looking into, so at least I don't get surprised by anything.
Okay, quick update here. Annoyingly, I accidentally kind of unplugged my microphone at this point in the playthrough, and as a result, I hastily plugged it back in, and as a result, the resulting sound for roughly the next 20 minutes of the original video was basically unusable. So I'm recording post-commentary up until there's about 3 to 5 minutes left, because at that point, the audio is still essentially not of usable quality. So, yeah, here as I siege down the enemy armies, yeah, that's why my voice might sound a little bit different at this point. And I'm going to have to edit in all the necessary game sound by hand. So, you know, you watch this video, just recognize what a pain in the ass this all was. So, yeah, I do this all for you. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to have a separate northern army. Here we go. My Magister tells me that. Hang on. An army of zealots has gathered at the White Gold Tower. Always useful to have more troops to fight for me. So, I'm going to have like a northern force that, defensively, that undergoing like a counterattack campaign around the north shore of Lake Ramari. As the main thrust, southward will conquer Nibenese. So, yeah, no time like the present for that. In the meantime, what was I doing here? I think I was explaining what I am explaining to you right now. So, yeah, sieging down the Trans-Niben region, and then crossing the Alessian Bridge in order to siege down their capital. Right. Wondering if maybe I counterattack at Magia as well, or do I leave that to the northern force? No, I'm gonna counterattack there. Just going to defeat all their armies. Yeah, they're trying to defend against a crossing, and I outnumber them sufficiently to be able to confidently defeat them at this crossing. At least, I believe so. It should be the case. I'm gonna ransom a few prisoners here. Always stand to raise a bit of money, make my jails a bit less, a bit less full. It's a useful thing to be doing. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bit more money in order to create that county of Kavach in order to be able to give it to this guy. Ending some plots as well. Yeah, there's a major victory. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah, I think we are going to win the shit out of this war, and yeah, possibly be able to create the Kingdom of Cyrodiil. We'll have to see where we are left once we win this war. But yeah, there's their attack on the northern shore of Lake Ramari thwarted. We're gonna have to counter siege this down, or you know what? Let's just assault it. They've only got what, 38 dudes? But yeah, I'm gonna call in my daughter to help me out though. Because yeah, they've still got a reasonably sizable force, and I want to make sure that my army of the north is well equipped to handle it. But let's start sieging down the good shit, because that's how we're going to be building the war score and ending this war as soon as possible. Yeah. There's young Theodore. He looks quite promising indeed. I might make him second in line after Princess Alessia, because he looks like he's going to be more talented than any of her children are. Most definitely. Alright. Moving north to Apple Watch to counterattack them. Young Cornelius has finished his education in the ways of war. I notice with pride he has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Oh, that's great. But we got one more. We got one more thing we can do. No, young Cornelius loves physical games, so he could become brawny, or I could make him become brave. Brawny's pretty good. Brave is always great to have, though. You know, I think I'll go. I'll see if there's a chance, because I think he'll be okay. Brave, but you know, actually, I half regret it. His martial is already pretty good, but yeah, he's not going to be getting the +1 boost to his diplomacy that Brawny gets, because you know everybody loves a beefy, big beefy boy. But meantime, Severa. She looks fairly well-rounded. Maybe not outstanding, but she's got fairly promising educational traits. None of them appear to stand out the way their mother did, though, unfortunately. So, yeah. Let's mop up those forces. A martial... yeah. Areno appears to have improved as a commander. Getting solid support for my heir of choice. Hopefully that continues when I add a few new vassals after this conquest, but... Yeah, at the moment, I sure would like to be able to get myself some more authority, maybe by buying yeah, let's buy a favor from Fortunata. She'd be the cheapest one to buy. She doesn't have any titles. Yeah, I don't think I could afford one from my heir, who is now a glory seeker and not a loyalist after all I've done for her. I think my steward might owe me a favor already. Yep, so I've succeeded in getting that favor. I'm gonna need one more council member if I want to. I think I'll go for title revocation. Yeah, sieging all the shit down. Should probably stop screwing around and take their capital. Yeah, she's got an awful lot of holdings, an awful lot of counties and baronies. Yeah, that's 3 different counties that she's got, including this one that she barely holds any land in. And all of those baronies, so I'm going to have to redistribute every last one of those. I'll be doing that off camera, because that's never fun to watch. The distribution of titles. You can always just explain them after the fact. Yeah, let's go straight. Well, take out that army first. I've got myself a cough. This better not be anything serious, because I swear to God, if I die in the middle of this war and this war just ends, because that's what happens when, you know, you do a Warlord CB and you die midway through. Consumption. Well, fantastic. A daughter was born. Oh. Yeah, so I've got a new granddaughter. That's sweet. That's nice. How is she? Like, what does she start out with? Well, she is perceptive, like me. So yeah, definitely legit. Although that's not a question, since I just realized that, yeah, the descent from me is on the mother's side. I know how babies are made. Anyway. It is decent at the moment. Should work. Alright, yeah, I got myself a mild treatment, so I should at least live a little bit longer. Plenty of prisoners to fill up the jail and hopefully ransom. If I can't ransom them, then make some work for the hangman. Yeah, auction her or ransom her off. Chest pains. Yep, this sure sounds like consumption. Huh. Yeah, I can see treatment again. Oh, right, I think... Yeah, this might just be symptoms. I can see that Theodore could use some guidance. You know, he's likely going to be the heir after Alessia. I'm going to make him ambitious. Ambitious is not something you want to choose for anyone you don't expect to become ruler. Because otherwise, you know, I just made him a rival. He's gonna hate me, or at least not like me as much as he otherwise would, or nearly as much, because you know he wants that ruby throne for himself. Probably going to cause Alessia no end of annoyance. Yep, definitely consumption. Yeah, and it's gotten bad enough that she needs to be my regent. Great. Yeah, looks like there is a strong chance this episode is going to end with me dying of tuberculosis, which, I mean, there's an anticlimax. I could cast a spell or buy a potion. You know, I find that the potion often doesn't work, so hopefully the spell does. I have faith in you, daughter. You will save your father, even though... Okay, excellent. Oh, thank God. Thank God. That would just be... I hate it when that happens. It has happened to me so many times in this game, and even in this mod specifically. Now... You know what? Now that my Chancellor's dead, I think I'm going to choose a Loyalist. I mean, he's decent enough. And so, with that, combined with my wife owing me a favor, I should be able to get title revocation passed. Get myself one step closer to abolishing council power. That'd be great. Yeah, I'm technically still in a regency right now, so I can't do it just yet. I'm gonna have to wait, like, at least a day. But, yeah, I'm gonna need to pick a new commander as well. Let's go with my son-in-law, and, yeah. And put myself back in the center of the army, since I am no longer coughing my own lungs out. And yeah, let's place him at the left of this army. We'll swing the northern army around, since it appears the threat to our own lands is gone. Yeah, now we are in their capital, and it should be ours in a moment, or at least partly. Yeah, there's the first layer. What's this plot, then? Kidnap. Who the fuck is this guy? No. 23 known plots. See, this is what happens when you forget that you've turned off auto stop plots. I mean, it can be useful. You can use it as an excuse to imprison people, or you can use it as a, like, oh, you know, that sounds like a great idea, I'll help you, sort of thing. But you need to stay on the ball with it, otherwise you're gonna look at known plots and be like, oh shit, I forgot all about this. And, yeah, that can often snowball on you. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna end that one. Yeah. End of that one. Yep. It's available. A few more problems dealt with. The capital is occupied. And yeah, let's stop their army before it meets up. Yeah, it looks like they may be building up something that kind of, sort of, almost resembles a threat now. Yeah, I'll take this Dark Brotherhood job. I'm not, I won't read the prompt. We've gotten this job before. Yep, succeeded. And, yeah, I'm gonna collect some money, which really is the reason I took it. Since I'm making all these wars with no war chest, but, you know, I have the Imperial City, I have a whole bunch of profitable places. Meantime, yeah, I now have enough money to create the County of Kvatch. I will give it to the Baron I wanted to give it to, the cuckolded Baron, who's, and I got rid of the guy who wronged him. So he's now a powerful vassal who expects to be on the council. I help, speaking of the council, let's call in my favor with my wife and get that law passed. Call in council support. And laws, revoke titles. Yep, that will be enough. One step closer to becoming an enlightened emperor. My co-conspirator, yeah, poisoned wine, one of the old classics. Sure, I can't see how this could possibly fail or backfire. No one else we can get in on this plot to make it stronger. I probably should have waited until I had enough money to do the job myself. Hopefully I get lucky. Hopefully I don't, hopefully RN Jesus is with me. Revoke title sovereignty law. Excellent. Got that good and passed. And in the meantime, failure. And he knows I'm the one who did it. Yep, quite bad. Well, let's look at my granddaughter here, and hey, this infidel. Oh, you know, she's Alikar. Oh, and she's still in the High King's court. Motherfuck. All that child murder for nothing. I can't... Yeah, obviously I can't invite her there now. I may need to kidnap my granddaughter. And raise her to believe properly. Probably under house arrest. It's gonna have to wait until after I kill her uncle, who has been raising her. Yeah, it's definitely gonna have to wait. But yeah, not Theodore's finest hour there. You know, well, let's just assault the holding, and yeah. Son was born to, oh yeah, that forebear courtier that I invited. Um, yeah. Bastard son with a father we don't know because it isn't important. You know, let's see if we can't marry her off. Yeah. All right, right. There's a bigger army. You know, the biggest army we've had to face in a while. You know what? I think the Northern Army should be enough, but you know, just in case, I'm gonna bring the Southern Army in as well. Oh, this looks like more of a fight than I may have initially expected, but yeah, this one's over. This war might as well be almost over. European Federation, yeah. I'm looking at this as I record. I have to look at this through a somewhat lower resolution, so I can't always read everything as clear as I could.
Udenia, an interesting relic. So, Chance's Folly. Ah, a book. Increases my intrigue. There, this war is now over. And that will give us that'll give me an awful lot of boring shit to sort out in terms of vassals and titles to redistribute, and my demesne being too big. And yeah, so that should do it for this here war. Let's have a look. How much more do I need to create the Kingdom of Cyrodiil? I need 66% and I have 65%. I just need one more thing. Just barely short of it. I'm threatening at a level of 98.2, so doesn't appear I'm going to be at the point where I can do anything about it anytime soon. It will take, at this point it'll take almost 20 years to decay to 0%. Quite probable that Theodore, by that point, is going to be dead. Still, we are the king of Cyrodiil in all but name right now. Just look at our demesne. We are wildly and absurdly successful, and I think that is a great place to end this. So, that being said, that being done, we're going to have to next episode figure out a way to get our granddaughter back to our court, and I will deal with all of the title shit off screen. Until next time, I have been Maricati, you have been you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.